Only the white woman gave him a chance.
My balloon because there's like no physical attraction.
I popped my balloon because I just wasn't attracted.
And I popped my balloon because you didn't really know what you wanted to say. You didn't know what you do. You forgot for a second. You forgot your name. Like, I just don't feel anything, to be honest.
Well, why do you say that? What do you mean you don't feel anything?
Like, I don't feel like I want to get to know you. If I see you, I just walk past. It don't give me that energy.
And why did you pop your balloon?
I think we'd be better off as friends.
As friends?
I popped my balloon because honestly, I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt. The retwist.
The retwist?
Yeah.
Damn. Is he your type?
I was just working for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. The sisters played me, but nobody said the type of this is why this is nasty work, man.
I like being strong.
A black guy that's more on the average side is not good enough. I don't feel nothing. I don't see no chemistry. We'll be better off as friends. I don't feel nothing. The only one white woman in the lineup, and she said she'll give him a chance. Now, if he goes and couples up with the woman, now all these other women out there are going to have a problem. They're going to have something to say. You couldn't find a woman from your community. You're weak because you can't handle this and you can't handle that. A lot of black guys, they don't even give a crap anymore. You're just going to do whatever you got to do, man, to be happy, bruv. I'm not going to listen to random strangers' opinions about what I am or what I can handle or what I can't handle. Who gives a crap? This life is too short to be worried about what random people think, when really and truly they're not helping you, they're not paying your bills, and they don't care about your well-being. People want black men to just be miserable and alone. If they don't want you, then you should just be alone and single and miserable. No, it don't go like that. The world is a big place, and I'm sorry, there's not enough Tyrones to go around for everybody.
I'm Tyrone.
Unless you don't mind sharing.
What's your ideal size?
Wow. I mean, you want me to say the number here?
Yeah, you can. Feel free.
Oh my god.
Or you can even show us.
Okay, I'm not sure you're gonna see that, but for me, this is okay.
What are you talking about, you idiot?
She said this is the size that she likes. This woman here is definitely doing some kind of adult work, OF, or maybe she's doing full-on corn. I don't know. But she's talking about she wants a man to be this size in the willy.
It is not too big, not too small, because this size is perfect to me.
Another thing you need to realize, yeah? Anytime you hear a chick talk about, she wants a man with a huge willy. Guy's got to have 15 inches, he's got to have 10 inches, he's got to be this, he's got to be huge. Bruh, that means, in my opinion, that you got bucket.
She belongs to the streets.
You must have a bucket, because if you need a man that is double global average of men out there, that means you must have a never-ending bucket, bro. You walking around with a bottomless pit. That's why I always find it hilarious whenever I hear, like, these people talk about a guy has to have a huge willy. You're just exposing yourself. You're just exposing yourself for having a bucket. That's all.
Men are greedy.
When men get money, you know what's their thought process when men get money?
What?
I can finally take care of a family.
Yep.
I can get a girl and I can do X, Y, Z with her.
And I can get more than one girl.
No.
Either way,
don't girl.
even that's the case. Even that's the case, he's still doing for who? Another woman. Now, when a woman gets her money and gets things, what does she say? I don't need a man.
I don't need a man.
So who's really the greedy one? If anything, women are very greedy and selfish.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. When women get money, not all though, not all. I will put the caveat there that if a woman really finds you attractive, and I'm talking about take money out of it. Yeah, because a lot of you guys, you get it messed up because you think you've heard all these dummies on YouTube telling you got to make 50K a month to get women. No, you don't, bro. Yeah, if a woman really likes you, she will spend money on you, bro. Real talk. Some of you guys, you've never experienced that. I have. If a woman likes you, she will spend money on you, right? But for the most part, when you're dealing with majority of the women you're going to deal with, they're just going to be spending money on themselves, bro. Yeah. But you as the man, you're meant to share your money with them. You're meant to spend on them. Yeah, and what these lot are saying is true. Like, a lot of times when guys get money, they think of how they're going to take care of their woman and take care of a family and take care of other people. When women get money, they think about taking care of themselves if they don't have no children. Do you get what I'm saying? If they have children, then yeah, they'll look after their children. If they don't have no children, they're thinking about themselves, cuz. 21 days of dating in real life.
21 days of dating in real life to see if I can find a match off the app.
Why is she making that weird expression with her face?
I went bar hopping in Atlanta. First stop was Barcelona. There was a very cute guy at the bar. I didn't get the vibe that he was going to speak, but then he asked me how my sangria is. Crazy enough, he was waiting for his date. She was already 40 minutes late. I was like, oh, I would have left. And eventually he did. On his way out, he says he's going to get dinner around the corner at Draw Bar, tells me I should meet him. I'm trying to play it cool, knowing full well that was going to be my next stop. But of course, I stained my dress. Once I got myself together, I walk over to Draw Bar, I do a lap, and I don't see him. Disappointed, but the night...
He told you to come and meet him there after the girl that he really wanted to see didn't turn up, which that's another issue in itself. So you set a date with a woman, she doesn't turn up. And you're sitting there for 40 minutes waiting for this. Imagine me, King Richez, setting up a date with some woman and I'm sitting there 40 minutes late, bro. Like, what the hell? Bro, that is a joke. That doesn't even exist. I can't even imagine that happening in real life to me anyway. Like, some of you guys, you would have that. You would let a woman violate you by being 40 minutes late. It doesn't even sound like the woman turned up. She just didn't turn up. He did a domino effect. He spreaded the villain energy by telling this one to come and meet him in the other place, and then he didn't turn up.
Must go on, okay? I walk into Forge Historico for another little bite. The only guy there was way too young for me, so I just enjoy my food. And the risotto balls were so good. Oh my God, so cheesy on the inside. I was in heaven. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Why have you got a piercing in your nose? Like, I just noticed that this woman's got that weird septum piercing in the nose. Why? Can this trend just disappear, fam? Can this trend disappear for good and forever? Please. Please. In Jesus' name, let this trend disappear, bruv. Because that trend, that nose piercing thing, is not attractive at all. I've never ever in my whole life heard any guy say that they hope to run into a woman with a septum piercing.
Silly.
No guys have ever said that, bro. I could never take a woman seriously if she's got that piercing in her nose. I just can't.
And the bartender slid me a marg on the house, so I was a happy girl. On my way to go to Wagyu House, a cute guy asked me if I'm lost. We get to chatting for like 10 minutes and nothing. He just goes home. Like, are the men okay? Because why would you even speak at all?
Because men are sick and tired of the merry-go-round of dating these days. You just talked about a man who you saw in the bar and he was meant to have a date and the woman was 40 minutes late and the woman didn't even turn up. That's why guys don't even care anymore. The success rate with women of this era in this side of the world is low. Unless you're Chad or Tyrone, bro. Like, or you have some clear, extreme value that they can see straight off the bat. But, like, if you're a normal guy, it's usually going to end sour.
I walked the country mile to Wagyu House, only for them to be playing EDM and charging for entry. That was my sign from God to just wrap it up. I've got 16 days left, and I'm struggling, okay? Let me know where you think I should go next.
I don't know how old you are, but I'm sure when you was younger, you had guys that wanted to be there with you, but you probably didn't want to be there with them. You didn't want to be with them. You wanted to go and put metal in your nose. Now you're at this stage. Now you're walking around going from bar to bar, restaurant to restaurant, trying to find some random guy to, I don't know, be your Prince Charming. Good luck with that.